Hi, my name is Brittany Whitbeck, and today I'm going to be talking about management and technology integration. When thinking about implementing technology in the classroom, it can seem a little daunting for some teachers. For anyone attempting to integrate technology into a lesson or into their own classroom, there are a few best practices you should consider. Set clear and consistent goals. Students should know exactly what they can and cannot do on the devices. Cleanliness. Keeping all technology clean. This is a very important practice. Anytime you touch any technology, make sure your hands are clean and to clean the equipment once you're done with it. Rules. There should be a clear set of rules posted in the classroom where it can be easily seen and accessed by all students. Independence. As a teacher, you should be the guide for the students with the technology, but at the same time, allow the students a little independence or freedom while using the technology. The classroom arrangement is just as important. Having a good classroom layout will allow you to easily monitor students and to ensure that they are staying on the task. There should be a list of troubleshooting problems posted somewhere that is visible and easily accessible for the students. This will help when there is a problem trying to open any program. When you are planning a lesson, there are numerous things to take into account before proceeding with the lesson planning. You should have an idea of what your goals for the lesson are, as well as what outcomes you want the students to walk away with after the lesson. You should also try to minimize any kind of distractions that could arise while using technology. As a teacher, you should always test out the technology before you integrate it into the classroom and your lessons. This also allows you to see how well the technology works, as well as if it will benefit the lesson or not. We all know how finicky technology can be, so you should always have a backup plan or a plan B in place in case there are any technological difficulties that arise before or during the lesson. There are always new and improved technologies coming out, so don't try and include them all at once. This could overwhelm the students. Start off with one technology and slowly integrate more throughout the year. Feedback is important. Create a box in the room for the students to submit their feedback on the technology being used for the lessons. Let them tell you their thoughts and opinions on the matter, as well as any suggestions they might have. Now let's talk about a few management strategies that can be useful with technology in the classroom. Tech support. Students normally feel more comfortable asking a fellow classmate for help before their own teacher. While also having a technical support team for the school, it is also a good idea to allow a few students who are technologically savvy to be a part of the tech team in their own classrooms. Have a user agreement. This agreement is a list of procedures that the students are to abide by while using the technology, as well as the consequences for abusing the privileges or the devices. Read over this at the beginning of the year and make sure the students understand everything that is on the agreement before they sign it. Tips and procedures. One management strategy that helps incorporate the students is to allow the students to come up with their own list of tips and procedures for when using the technology. Here's a video clip from a teacher who has implemented technology into the classroom and her own thoughts and opinions on it.
Love what it's done for me for classroom management. It has changed the way that my classroom works, and there's no time wasted. It's clockwork. They move quickly and efficiently, and they're excited to get to the next group, or they're excited to get to the next activity, so they move quick. And they sit down and they're ready. They're in it with me because they're excited. And I believe if you can get them excited about math or school in general, you've done a huge thing, more than getting them to actually learn the math. The students love it. They love going in rotations because it's 20, 25 minutes at each station, so it's just enough time that they can really get into it. The rotations are different, so they get to handle different kinds of topics in each one. Maybe not even topics, but just handling different devices or doing different things in each group.
And one batch of 12 computers has leftover power.
It allows me to work with an even smaller group, and there's usually a few kids in that small group that totally get it, so they can help the ones that don't, or I am there and I can help one at a time, one-on-one, that you don't necessarily get when you have an entire class doing the same thing. So I love the rotations, the kids do too, and they're with me the whole 90 minutes. Classroom management for technology took some time. I had to teach them the way that I wanted things put away, things brought out, how to use them, definitely using them appropriately, handling them with care, all of that. It took some time to do that, but once I got them there, it is like clockwork now. I have zero time where I feel like it's wasted in my classroom. They know exactly where to go to grab them. They know how to behave on them. And the cool thing is, they don't want to lose the technology privileges. So they're very good and they're very mature with the technology devices. So I really never have any issues. I feel that students are learning faster with technology because it is at their own pace, which is interesting because they don't feel pressured, but then in turn it goes faster because they're not worried about other issues, but they're in it. They're focused, they're paying attention, therefore learning more and then quicker.
Next, we're going to talk about BYOD and one-on-one computing. BYOD stands for Bring Your Own Device, and one-to-one stands for each student has a device but is school property. Students should know when they're allowed to use the technology and when it is inappropriate to use it. In some classes, they have sayings for when the students need to put away the technology they are using. For example, apples up when the students need to put down their technology. These options in our schools are a great idea. Students will already know the technology that they are bringing, so that it is less time used in the classroom explaining how to work any new devices that are implemented. Expectations. Make sure the students understand what is expected of them when they are handling their new technology. Changing the roles. Change the roles in the classroom. This is where the students get to actively participate in the lesson and essentially teach their fellow peers. This is a great way for the students to learn from one another in their own words. Here's a video explaining more on BYOD.
You ready? Yes. You ready? Yes.
Hello, and welcome to BYOD in Peel. In global communities that are linked so closely through the internet, it's critical that we provide our students and our staff with the tools they need to build 21st century learning skills. It's a well-accepted point of view that only schools that normalize the use of technology in everyday teaching will be able to meet society's ever-growing and more sophisticated expectations. As a result, early in 2012, the board approved a plan to adopt a BYOD model in our schools. The wave of BYOD is sweeping into education around the world, and for good reason. There are big benefits to learning with personalized technology, and successfully integrating technology into the classroom with a model where all students have access to technological devices can be accomplished through BYOD and smart leadership. A BYOD model, when combined with the right pedagogy and when used responsibly, offers many significant benefits to the learning environment.
So if you don't have your own device, please come up to the card and grab a device for our test.
BYOD tends to significantly increase access to technology in the classroom. The reality is many students have devices that are more current, powerful, and flexible than those offered to them in their schools. BYOD provides access to content that is current, relevant, and often more engaging and interactive. BYOD encourages new ways to create and share work and ideas with a broader audience. BYOD can promote co-construction of knowledge through social learning. Research has shown that students learn more when they are actively collaborating and cooperating with their peers, teachers, and experts.
It's way more collaborative. It's not my classroom, it's our classroom.
BYOD shifts instruction towards a more student-centered learning, where inquiry and authentic learning are emphasized.
Now, if you walk in classrooms, teachers and kids are here, whereas before, the structure was teachers are here, giving information to kids here, but now teachers and students are here, because they're both sharing the information.
BYOD focuses on 21st century learning, including critical and creative thinking, collaboration, communication, self-direction, global awareness, and cultural literacy. BYOD extends and enriches learning through the use of online and embedded assessments in formative and summative capacities. BYOD provides students with access to learning anytime, anywhere. Access, we know, will lead to innovation and exploration through learning and connecting with the world.
Oh, when you see the products, you see what they come up with, you see what they're doing in class, the software they know about, the way they want to explain it to each other, the way they want to share. Wow, that's amazing learning.
We realize that there are many questions around BYOD. Questions such as, where do I start? How does a BYOD model affect instruction? Or how do we deal with students who don't have a device? To address some of these questions, we're creating a series of information videos that will be available online on our 21st Century Teaching and Learning portal, as well as on YouTube and Peel TV. As you embark on the BYOD journey, I encourage you to provide us with your feedback so that we can continue to address any questions and provide you with the support you need to prepare our students for a successful future.
I mean, we're in the 21st century. Like, technology rules.
You ready?
Yes.
The next video clip is explaining one-to-one computing.
One-to-one computing is not about the number of computers, but rather about ensuring that equal learning opportunities are available to every student. When does one-to-one computing help learning? When classwork provides frequent opportunities for student research and collaboration using online resources and applications which support specific content objectives. Research published in the Journal of Technology, Learning, and Assessment shows that simply providing every student a laptop does not improve learning. It is only when teachers actively engage every student through inquiry learning that one-to-one computing becomes a powerful educational tool. In this video, we will see how students become more engaged with learning when they no longer need to wait to access a computer. We will see in-class assignments where every student responds, citing the source of their information. You will also learn how teachers have changed their teaching style to take advantage of the collaborative, project-based experiences. The technology required is continuous access throughout the school day to a laptop, computer, or similar device which supports both word processing and information access. To further instruction, headphones allow students access to multimedia resources without disturbing classmates, and if not already on the device, a full-size keyboard speeds data entry for many students, especially those who may have difficulties with vision or fine motor control required on smaller keypads. In this first example, we see a teacher expanding the learning experience by asking students to look up more information about trench warfare. The class is challenged with the question, what is trench foot? The students discover the content for the teacher by looking up images and definitions and engaging in a classroom conversation. The teacher, in turn, creates a great learning moment for the students as he displays their findings. When every student has access to technology, all can experience working together as an equal in a collaborative, inquiry-based experience.
What you're going to be doing is taking a test online over Island of the Blue Dolphins. Going to give you a series of questions. You choose your answer, then you're going to hit submit, and then I want you to copy and paste that into a Word document with your name at the top.
Here we see students completing extended response writing activities. With this assignment, the teacher is assured that every student will have access to the technology to complete the work.
So one-on-one is, I personally think, is awesome. Our laptops would go away tomorrow. We would be back in the Stone Age as far as I'm concerned. We've opened up a world to them that a lot of kids will never have that access to, that they're going to need to get better jobs in life. It's hands-on work. They understand it. It leads them in the right places. Worldwide literacy, and how else do you do that when you're from Hicksville, Ohio? Other than via a computer, you can't do it. You know, I know our kids are walking out of our system and going into colleges and into jobs and are miles ahead of other kids.
Thank you for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Here are a list of resources that I used to help make this video.